So why aren't you guys married?
Um, can we change the subject?
Nope. You said you want to respect my platform. You said you want to respect my platform. This is what we get into. And why we
No.
change the subject to talk about something that you just gonna give me your opinion over when so many women are in your position and this could help you and them.
Hi. Hello, Mr. Samuels. How are you today?
I am well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
How old are you?
I'm 25 from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Shout out to Philly. What's going on? What? So the question on the table is, without blaming men, what would you say the problem is with modern women?
Um,
Or did you have a question?
without blaming men,
Or did you have a question or something else you wanted to speak about? That's the question on the table, though.
I would like to respect your platform and just talk. Without blaming men, I would say I think it's the fact that we have taken on toxic masculinity in a way. Like, and I'm not trying to blame men by saying that, but like, even when the men that we should look up to, that we do love, when they disappoint us, we kind of, in a way, don't heal from it and mimic them. And like, by like I don't know, like sometimes growing up, like I would see women around me use very vulgar language just to express themselves and to express and show like their power in a way, and like
Okay.
yeah.
Have you ever been in a when's your last relationship?
um,
Your last
I'm
relationship.
actually, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually in a relationship right now. I've been in a relationship for 6 years.
25.
Yes.
How old is he?
My boyfriend, he is 28.
And what are your plans?
Definitely want to get married. You know what I'm saying? I've been definitely, falling more into like my feminine touch, and not just to say feminine touch, but just
Do you have any children?
definitely no kids.
So 6 years. What needs to change or improve or happen before you guys get married?
Um, I feel like I have been kind of like on the fence of I've actually just went through a lot like mentally, and like I went through a lot like imposter syndrome, and I went through a lot just with feeling like I deserve what I have and my accomplishments, and I've worked hard for them and I've loved them passionately, and I have like that heartbeat that I want to continuously give to the world, and like just
What was the question I asked you?
what's stopping us from getting married?
Mm-mm.
What you asked me, sir? I apologize.
I said, what needs to change? What needs to happen for you to get married?
I feel like accept the love that is around me and just kind of trusting that and following
Does he want to marry you?
that. I've talked to him. Yes, he do.
Okay. So what I'm not getting, I'm not getting a clear answer. Somebody's been in a relationship for 6 years.
Hmm.
If he wants to marry you, do you want to marry him?
Yes, I do want to marry him.
So why aren't you guys married?
Um, can we change the subject?
Nope. You
we
said you want to
can't. We
respect
can.
my platform. You said you want to respect my platform. This is what we get into. And why we
No.
change the subject to talk about something that you just gonna give me your opinion over when so many women are in your position and this could help you and them.
Uh,
I mean,
you
you're in
said
a 6 year relationship, right?
yes.
Okay, that's a whole life. That's a marriage. That's marriage life. So what has to happen for y'all to get married? You got to go get a license, go down to the justice of the peace, get married. It's not hard. What's the
Def-
holdup?
Definitely. For the first 4 years of our relationship, I was in college. But I do want to say that it's really nothing holding us back. Like we in kind of trans. I don't. It's not. Look. I'm just giving him the respect that I can. I'm being the best woman that I can.
No, 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 no. And see, this is the problem. Where's your dad?
He passed away. Yeah.
See, we have far too many of our women out here doing what you're doing. You're not dating with intention and you're not doing anything according to a plan. So, God forbid your relationship ends. You're on the fast lane to becoming a bitter woman
Uh,
because you will have wasted countless years of your youth and you'll have no one to blame but yourself. There is nothing stopping you from being with the man you claimed for 6 years.
um,
So that's why I asked you: does he want to get married, or do you know he wants to marry you, or you just hope he does?
I feel like I know he wants to marry me.
Okay, why don't you know if he wants to marry you
I
6 years
do
into a
know.
relationship?
I do know. I said I know that he wants to marry me.
Has he told you he wants to marry you?
Yes, we've talked about moving
Mhm.
on, making a family, creating a
How long
foundation.
ago? How would you first talk about that?
Um, I mean, that was always the plan, and we just
When did you
like
first talk about that? How many years
when
ago?
I was in school. When I
Okay, so
went.
stop, man. You graduated high school and you've gone through college,
Yes.
and you haven't. See, you're uncomfortable right now because you don't want to deal with the reality that you have no sure foundation. You're just talking. The questions I'm asking you are not complicated. Had you really sat down and had the adult conversation about
Hmm.
marriage, not this dream. See, when you go to college, what's your degree in?
I have a double degree in human
What's your
resources.
degree? Okay, so when you went to college, all these degrees were possible. But you had to get on a curriculum and commit to something.
Hmm.
You couldn't just take classes and say, "Here, let's make it a degree." You had to follow a prescribed path. True or
Yes.
false?
True.
Same thing in a relationship. And you've been in a relationship for 6 years. The prescribed path is boyfriend, girlfriend. If you stay there, engagement. If you stay there, marriage. And
I
right now,
agree.
so if you guys have talked about marriage, the holdup is what? He needs to buy you a ring.
You know, there's really no hold up. To be frank, like he knows my conditions. I'm not having any children without being married. And he knows that that is something that he does want, and in order for us to move forward in like that is necessary. In regards to like going out tomorrow and getting the ring, I trust that he has good taste and that he'll pop up on me like
So how
like
long you prepared? How long you prepared to stay in this position? How long you prepared to do this?
a year
From
because
when? A year from when?
today. I mean, 25. Okay.
No, 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 no. I'm saying you just talked to me today. You can't say a year from today. That's not
Well,
realistic.
my apologies, but a year from 25, like,
A
I
year from
want to
age
have.
25?
Say it again.
A year from age 25?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you why I don't believe you.
Okay.
Because the way you were talking just 5 minutes ago is you were just leaving it completely open ended, but it doesn't sound good. So now it's like, well, I got to try to make this sound a little bit better because you're prepared to do this until he leaves. There needs to be a clock on every relationship.
What's your projected clock?
Y'all should have been broke up 5 years ago.
I mean, I don't really agree. I feel like,
There's no way in hell I let my daughter be with somebody for 6 years and no ring. Absolutely not.
but like in reality, like the situation is
Hmm.
not as like black and white
It
as.
always is black and white, man.
Not really. I'm
Yeah, it
just saying,
is.
like, what
See,
I'm
and this is
saying
the
is,
problem. This is the problem when I said, folks, we in the black community have not been taught our roles. So when it comes to time to commit, we get scared because we don't know how to move forward. We know how to be boyfriend and girlfriend how to have sex, how to date. We don't know how to transition from boyfriend and girlfriend to fiance to husband and wife. This is why so many of our sisters come along talking about, I've been with him for 8 years. And that lasts longer than the average black marriage. The average black marriage lasts less than 5 years.
Mm-hmm. You
And
know,
now when you have to say it in public, it doesn't sound good.
yes, I have been like, I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, I am
I don't
blessed.
honestly think you're ready for marriage. I don't think you're a wife. But I'm just saying you're just with somebody for 6 years.
Hmm. You
But and
know,
as the woman, you're wasting your youth.
um, I don't know.
I know you don't.
I'm happy where I'm at. I have a
Of
big
course you are,
heart.
because you
I
don't
have
know
a
any
big heart,
better.
and I know that the
Okay,
Lord
but see, okay,
is with
don't
me.
put my God in this. No, you're not gonna put my God in this. That's not what's gonna happen. This is on you. And see, this is what happens. These big-hearted women are the very ones who get hurt when it doesn't work out.
Mhm.
And I'm trying to protect you from becoming a bitter woman in a few years.
And I definitely understand that, Kevin. And I'm all for breaking generational curses. Like I said,
Well,
I
then go
don't
down.
want to.
Then go to the justice of the peace.
Yes, okay. Thank you for your influence. Thank you for that.
I'm just
I
saying,
needed that.
if he wants to marry, see, the thing is, when a man wants to marry a woman, he makes it pretty clear he wants to marry her. Has he said he wants to marry you? Has he went out and bought a ring? Does he even know your ring size?
He does say that he wants to marry me. And Kevin, really quickly, like just to speak on me, like I definitely am going to. I always have broken generational curses. I do not want a choppy life for my children. I'm here to build a foundation for myself, my family, and the
What is
people
the
to come.
foundation? What is the found? Okay, man, that sounds good. When does that start?
It's starting now. I've been building
No, no,
my
no, no. When did you, all that to start with your family needs to start with a what?
with a baby.
No, no, no. Thank you, thank you. Oh my God, oh my God. That was just like that 24-year-old black woman saying, "We got jobs. Why do we have to respect y'all?" When I was in California on the Smile Show, I've told y'all the black community they don't think of us. It's them and kids. It's not us.
Yes,
She
but
says the family starts with a baby and it starts with a husband. No,
oh,
no, no,
okay, all
no,
right,
no, 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 no.
all
This
right.
I need. You can't move forward without a husband. Everything you were saying is just lip service.
Yes,
I'm going to go ahead and leave you out of this because it might spin out. But I think you need to sit down with a professional and work out some issues. And that's not an insult. Because you are the female, and between 18 and 35 is your prime years. Everything you're saying right now, if he's not, I don't know if he's competent to be a husband or capable of being a husband or whatever. But I know it's you who has a clock on you, and you're just going around doing stuff, hoping that it turns out well. And I see too many women that do that, and it turns out bad, and they become bitter women.
Kevin.
You,
Before you go, can
you
I
have
say
a
something?
go ahead.
So, in that period that you just mentioned, that I would agree. I do need to be more intentional with my life and more purposeful. Right now, I do feel as though I am preparing myself to be a wife. Like you mentioned when we first started the conversation, like I've been, yes, I know that the husband comes
Preparing
first
yourself to be a wife for whom?
for my husband, for my union, for the
Okay, are you
strength.
preparing yourself to be a wife? Or you prepare? See, if you end up not being with him, how's what you doing?
It's not just about him. It's about me overall as a woman and overall as
I
a
get it, ma'am.
contribution.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
I no, I think you don't understand what I'm asking.
Uh,
You got in
I,
this relationship early. You were young, and you think you're somewhere where you're not. You think you're somewhere where you're
but
not,
what
and
I
as far and no, ma'am. I'm trying to help you. You think you're somewhere where you're not, and you've got far too many years invested in something that you don't know where it's going.
okay.
You would not go
I
to
mean,
college and just you would not go to college and spend money just taking classes and no degree program, no degree plan? That's would you just be a professional student for the next 10 years? Or would you want to get a degree?
I
Thank you. You got a
definitely want to
double
get
degree.
but what I'm saying is we
Well,
plan
then
to get a
what's your
house, we plan to have,
oh
get
my
married, get a
oh, I
house,
don't
have
care about
kids.
any I don't care about you got to be a
What is
wife
not
before you do all that.
okay. Okay.
Did he go to college?
Some
What does he do for a living?
he works at I don't really want to. I would rather like not put him
So he doesn't have a
in
good
this
job.
live stream. He has a good job. He's fine.
Does he make more money than you?
He does.
All right then what's the holdup?
Uh,
See, this is the problem. Black folks, we will do all this bullshit talking, but we won't. I'm gonna leave.
Guys, did you just see how Kevin Samuels just bolted and left? I think this has been a very good conversation. There's been a very good chat between Kevin Samuels and his modern woman. To take it short, she's 25 and she has been dating this guy for over 5 years. To be exact, she says 6 years. That means she has been dating the guy for about 19 years or 18 years, and she's 25 years. A lot of things have been said, but there are things we ought to learn as men and as women out there that are listening in. Many times we tend not to understand who Kevin Samuels is. By this time, I want us to take him as a parent. In this chat, I want us to listen or I want us to understand Kevin Samuel as a parent or as someone that has gone through that life period. Guys, you are 25 years old. A woman is 25 years old. You have been dating a guy for over 5 years. Remember, you can't date for that too long without something big coming into your lives. You can't date for 5 years without having a child. You can't date for 5 years without a wedding. That's not being productive according to Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels tried to bring out key things and trying to enlighten this modern woman or this modern lady about the things she's trying to miss out by clinging on this relationship. What Kevin Samuels always says is, if you feel where you aren't progressing your life, nothing is going on, the guy is not progressing, he's not giving a ring, this guy is not engaging, those are some of the signs you should consider to move on. Tell the guy that I need to move on because there's nothing going on in my life with you. Here, Kevin Samuels used a specific opportunity during the chat to try to remind her that the prime years of a lady are from 18 to 35 years. Now, this particular woman has spent over 6 years with this guy with nothing productive at all with the guy. Apart from having sex, enjoying life, but nothing productive. No child, no marriage, no engagement, nothing. And according to her speech, she doesn't seem particularly through, she doesn't seem to see it through that the guy is going to make a proposal very soon. That's according to how I've picked out that conversation with Kevin Samuels. Well, I don't know how he picked it out, but according to the tone, the face, and everything, she seems to be a lady that is not certain whether the guy is going to propose soon. However, we see that she comes out to say that after this year, that's 26, from 25 to 26, she will now think of moving on. At the same time, she comes out and say herself, by the way, in this particular chart, she comes out to say that at now 25 years, she's trying her best to be a wife. Now, these are things that are confusing, You can't come out in this particular chart to tell Kevin Samuels that you are now starting to become a wife at 25 years old. You're trying your best to become a wife material or a wife. Yet at the same time, you come out to tell Kevin or to tell us that you are giving your guy this year. If the guy doesn't do anything, you're willing to walk away. Now, there's a problem there. Either you are lying on something or you aren't sure of anything what you have been saying. It's a decision for her to make. Either you move on or you stay with whatever is going on, bearing the consequences that women's prime age is 1835, and she has consumed over half. I think she's crossing to half of the prime age of a particular woman on earth, and she isn't certain of that. She comes out to confirm that the guy is earning more money than her. She comes out to confirm that the guy is stable. But why isn't the guy proposing to you? And these are some of the things that you will see Kevin Samuels coming out to talk about. If the guy doesn't propose to you within the first 2 years, the instances is you are either not a wife, in quotes, you're not a wife material. Number two, you don't qualify for him to call you his woman. And this is where women need to work on. Well, it could be late for her, but to you that is listening in, that is 20 years or 18 or 19, you need to be a wife. Model yourself to be a wife. Basically, what we learn from Kevin Samuels' chat with this woman is it's not right for any woman to stay with a guy with no productivity at all. In this case, if there's no engagement, no marriage, no child, nothing, it's not good to stay in that relationship. And that's according to Kevin Samuels. Reevaluate your lives. Look at what you're doing wrong. Improve yourself and make yourself a wife if you're still in those prime age groups where men are willing to see you or you're willing to see the men. Make yourself a wife and make yourself better, that men are able to see you and think through you and believe that within a year or two, they can make you their wife or the mother of their children. However, and this is an area where most women are failing, It's an area that most women are failing, by the way. Most women walking out there are not mothers. Most women out there are not wives. They're simply girlfriends, they're simply sluts, they're simply friends, but they don't qualify to be mothers. Because not every woman out there is a mother. Well, you can give birth, but you don't qualify to be a mother. A mother that is capable of taking care of the children. Most women out there are women, fine, but they don't qualify to be wives. Qualities of a good wife are inherent in many women out there. And this is something that Kevin Samuels always comes out to tell women out there, that if you really want to get married very fast, if you really want to make yourself put yourself in a better situation that men are able to see you, if you want to put yourself in a better situation that you are able to get married faster and even better opportunities in your lives, it's important for you to work on your character, make yourself a woman, a wife, a mother. And I can ascertain to that men are going to be able to make you their wives, and basically they're going to quicken the process of kicking you away from the girlfriend position and upgrading you to the wife and mother position. I think those are some of the things we learned from Kevin Samuels. Guys, if you're out there and you have been staying for the man for too long with no ring, no legality in terms of wife, husband, it's important for you to reevaluate yourself and either walk away or think about staying alone in the future. Because think about it. What if the guy leaves you after like 6 years with the man? What will you show out there? Nothing. You are simply having sex with the man. You are not a wife. There's nothing. You have to start a life afresh with nothing. You look for a man and look, it could be too late for you. You could be 35, you could be 40. It could be too late for you. Think about it and follow Kevin Samuels' advice. And at this point, I would like to thank Kevin Samuels for the information he left us. And if you're out there, I would recommend guys to watch Kevin Samuels' videos on this channel, and out there on YouTube, Kevin Samuels Official. At the same time, if you have any comments about what the lady was talking about, it's important to leave it in the comment section. I'll be reading your comments. At the same time, I'll be coming back with another video. Guys, thank you so much. Meet you in the next. Bye bye.